Well, it's always a pleasure here at the Gala to honor one of our farm families. And this year we have gone into the Marsing area where we have reached out to the McIntyre family. Ben and Brad graduating in class number 29, and then a few years later, their dad in class 32. And you would have to visit the McIntyre farm to truly understand who these individuals are. When I first met the McIntyres, they were very deeply steeped into the Idaho Hay and Forage Association. But then they began to transition, and to know the McIntyres know that it's not a job on their farm, it's a lifestyle on their farm. So if you marry into the family, if you're born into the family, you have a job on the McIntyre operation. And they've just continued to expand and advance, and now they've opened up a market. It's just a wonderful tribute to a true, strong Idaho farm family.
Great Uncle Sam and some of his brothers worked on the canals. He was able to homestead a portion of this farm that we have now in 1910. And my father, he was able to work a deal with him, and he bought this farm. I took over as the oldest son farming it when my father passed away in 1974. I was 17, and we have been farming it ever since.
You know, I was born and raised here on the farm. I had the opportunity to work alongside with my dad from the very beginning. I'm the third of 9 kids, so there was plenty of opportunity to help Dad.
My dad didn't have the opportunity to go to college because his dad died when he was 17. He had to take over the farm from then. So he had always told us that if we wanted to have anything to do with the farm besides be a laborer, that we would go to college and get a degree, and then we could add something coming back.
So my dad's a really calm, patient, loving man. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better dad. That was something that I wanted to follow, so it was another thing that kept me here on the farm, because he let us experiment, he let us try new things and do new things.
I knew nothing about no-till farming because everything I had done, watched my fathers and the neighbors, you plowed it, you disced it, you ripped it.
We were just conventional farming, needed more and more acres to keep things rolling. Then we kind of found out about no-till, trying to figure out how to cheapen up costs. Then decided to go to a conference.
I'd never heard of that term before, not being from the Midwest. It was just not common out here in the West. And so we researched a little bit more, and we found there was a convention that was coming, National No-Till Conference. And so me and Ben loaded up. We flew out that January and went to our first conference. From that point on, it wasn't so much about equipment, it was about the passion for soil.
And they came back so excited and just couldn't stop talking about what they had seen and heard. They talked me going back to Ohio to another no-till conference the following spring.
We were farming 2,500, 3,000 acres, typical farm. We've now cut that down to about 1,000. We've added in a lot of grazing animals, a lot of cattle, pigs, chickens, both layers and meat. And we do a direct farm sale that my wife is kind of over. Try to do a lot of home deliveries, try to get our products to the end user, because that's better margins.
One thing that LIA helped teach me was that if we didn't share the story, that somebody else would, and it wouldn't be the message we wanted shared about our part of ag or ag in general. And so as I thought about that more and those opportunities came to be interviewed, to lead out and speak up, LIA really helped me understand that there's a problem out there that we need to do something about fixing it.
I mean, there's a lot of benefits with LIA. It really teaches you to be an advocate for agriculture, and where now we are directly selling to the public through our store or home deliveries or shipping, you got to be able to tell the story of ag.
In our area, there's not too many families that can say, I'm 4th generation, my kid's 5th generation in agriculture. And that's something that we take a lot of pride in. We tell our customers about it. We really share that we've been here since the beginning, when the water hit the fields, and we plan to stay. We really hope that we're building something that our children can continue to grow and make even better than we've made it.
Idaho agriculture truly is a legacy. I mean, it takes so many generations, so many hours of work. I hope that the legacy of our farm goes to the next generation, to the next, and forever goes.
When I think about the continuation of legacy and the stewardship that we've had of the land and of the animals, land, water, that we do our best in having them continue on.
I'm hoping my children can see that legacy, that, hey, I want to stay here, and that this is a good thing to do, and I'm happy and I'm proud of it.